salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run on first down. Rutherford, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Henry.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up the 3rd.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Quiddy Pay. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Laid the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they'd envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's going to go down again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him all-reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the out.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with, to try to at least get down into field goal range. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, Rutherford, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax it a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he fields it cleanly.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
NFL linebackers, if that was true, do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Pick six, baby.
Picked off at the 15. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Let's go.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. To throw again is Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Again, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On 3rd down, Rutherford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll look
to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that.